What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh shit! Big shout to my man Rob. Appreciate you. The Boxing Academy talking about put out those videos. Is that what you're talking about? You want me to put out the punch harder shit? Is that it? What up? Good die. Good die, CJ. What's creaking? Hey CJ, what's creaking? All right, call in is there. We're taking messages. Word is life. Word is bond. Guys, as you know, we are raffling off these Grant gloves. 1998. One of the first ever released pair of Grant gloves. They are an 8-ounce, brand new. Well, old as shit, but never worn or trained with, but old. Collector's items, really. So far, we don't have enough raffles to do it. And I could sell it on eBay for $1,000. So, that's what I'll do if you guys don't step up. But I know you will. Michelangelo, what up? What up? Chat jump respectfully. You got to support my man. You the man. You chat. Who you chat jumping with? What? Ness is live, right? Get on with Johnny. Nah, I'm doing my own thing. Doing my own thing. Johnny's doing his own thing. $10, my brother. $10 Cash App to right here, Marco Boxing, or Marco KO at Gmail. $10, and just put your name and put the what raffle it's for, which in this case would be the Grant gloves, plural. What up, Mo Briggity?
What's going on, Marco? I'm just chilling.
What's up?
Chilling at work, man.
3410, what up? You a fucking New Yorker? Chilling at work, sucking down those noxious gases. The goat. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. I just went to this little old lady's apartment. She was living in a 2-bedroom with her disabled daughter, and a fucking scumbag landlord put a defective carbon monoxide alarm in her unit.
Defective or broken?
Defective.
But like, how do you know it's on purpose?
Because when they installed it, so a lot of alarms have a little button that you have to break the seal on to deactivate them, to shut them off. And they installed hers already shut off. So like they shut it off and then tried to pass it off as like a brand new one.
Oh, so it was broken and they put it in, have to buy a new one.
Yeah.
Ooh. And there's no way that could have been done unintentionally?
More than likely not. More than likely they got it. It was defective, and then they broke it to keep it from chirping. And then they were like, fuck it. Fuck this old lady.
Rob, appreciate you. Let me hit you initially for this one. When you meant Boxing Academy, Rob, you meant me like putting out the videos on how to hit harder, that kind of shit. Am I on BoxRec? You know the answer to that. Just search it. You tell me if I show up. Mo, I emailed you. That's Samurai Yayin. We need the Wilder Vazelinov rematch. I don't know, man. Charlie Z might fucking beat him at this point in his career, too. What's up, Alberto? What's up, Alberto?
Hey, what's up, Marco? What's up, Mo? How you guys doing?
Big Mo Briggity and Alberto. We're good. I watched the press conference with Jake and Chavez. It was interesting. I don't know much about Holly Holm, but isn't she old as shit?
She's a UFC chick, Marco. Like she got most of her accolades from like kicking ass in the UFC, I believe.
Right, and she's probably damn near 40, right?
Yeah, she looked a little. Yeah, she looked a little older.
I mean, she's actually pretty good looking for a fighter. But Mo, should I go to the fight? I'm in LA. Tickets are cheap. Tevin is my guy. Tevin is going to get fucked up, Michael. I really believe. No disrespect, but I believe Floyd's going to surprise you guys. Does anybody in here think that Tevin's not going to that Tevin's going to win this fight?
I think Tevin has a good shot of winning.
Okay. Well, I disagree. But I don't blame you for thinking that because I get what would make you think that. I think people are sleeping on Floyd because he had a couple speed bumps in some of his.
Yeah, you stole the words right out my mouth, Marco. I was gonna say I think dudes are this jumping the gun because he had a shaky last performance, but they're like trapped in the moment. Like if you view their careers from like the totality, and you know Tevin Farmer is older, so yeah, I agree. I think he's gonna get beat badly.
Absolutely. I am taking calls, as you guys can see. Nah, you tripping? All right. Let's put 10,000 on. I'm just kidding. He insists in not hiring a boxing trainer. Who? And has the money to do it. He will embarrass himself again. Very sad. Oh, Wilder. What do you mean he's not hiring a boxing trainer?
Malik Scott left Wilder's camp apparently for this
Did
fight.
Malik Scott leave, or did Wilder fire him?
I mean, point being, they're not together for this fight apparently.
Marco, wasn't it like some backdoor shit? Like, wasn't his trainer fucking Deontay Wilder's like baby mama or something like that?
No. So Rob, the first video I'm going to do is I'm going to do a punch harder. Learn how to punch harder, guaranteed. I'm going to do that's going to be the first one because I think I'm going to start that way. And also because I could show videos of me punching. So like, you know, it's one thing when you just do it. Another thing when you also, you know what I mean? People like, oh, I want to, you know, get a high score in the machine, like that kind of thing. I'm going to do it. Yeah, CJ, you know I don't got 10 racks. I might soon, though. Brian Sr. Welcome, Samurai Yayin. Oh, wait, that was racist. Okay, that was mad racist. Let me hit myself.
Oh, that's racist.
Yeah, that was bad. Oh, Rob's a new member. Congrats. So I got to figure out how I do this. Maybe you guys could help me when I sell when I release the course. I don't really know where do I put it here, or is there a different platform you sell it on? I don't really know how that works.
Maybe only for channel members.
Yeah, maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll sell the course, or if you're a channel member, you get it free. That kind of thing. I don't know, because you know I don't have that many members, and it's my fault because I don't really offer anything really extra for the members just yet. I'm building on that now. 10 racks on it. Brian Sr. on the Boxing Voice tonight. That Devin versus Norman Jr. is official. Well,
wait, what?
Okay. I mean, I just talked to him 2 days ago, and he made it seem like it's pretty much almost there. So it makes sense that it's there now.
No, Marco. Last night or this morning, Brian Norman Jr.'s manager Adrian, I forgot his last name, but he said the fight's dead. So now it just flip flopped again.
Yeah. Mo, I saw what you wrote me in the private message. I heard that too, but there's no proof of that. But that's what they've been saying. I don't know if you want to keep that confidential, so I won't say it. Makhmudov versus Ricardo Brown. Ricardo Brown sounds like an R&B star.
So apparently, when Alberto's saying is correct, about an hour ago, while Nestor was live, apparently he got a text from Norman Sr. saying that the fight was official. But obviously, if the manager says one thing and then the father says the other thing, it seems kind of contradictory.
This is like a soap opera at this point.
I think it'll happen. You know, Wilder by TKO, his opponent. War, that didn't make any difference. Did Zhang look in shape to you? It's a fact, right?
No, but Marco, Wilder was hitting the mitts today. Like he kind of like got my hopes up now. He's looking like the 2018 Wilder. Like he was hitting like a Mack truck.
Yo, Alberto, anybody get hit mitts hard. The whole shit changes when you're worried. Not anybody, but the whole shit changes. The PTSD only, and I know this for a fact. And I've had slight PTSD, you know, when I was younger. That only plays a part when somebody's in front of you. That's the only thing that triggers. You think a bag or mitts are going to trigger PTSD? Nah. Only when you could possibly get knocked out back, then you stop throwing. So that doesn't mean anything, unfortunately.
For what it's worth, Marco, the guy that Wilder is fighting, Richard Torres, absolutely fucked his shit up. So, like, he just dominated. He destroyed this dude. It was kind of humiliated him. So
I mean, that's what Wilder's doing. He knows he needs to start with a very, very, you know, lower, kind of less
soft
experience.
touch.
Right. He knows he has to do that. Stop flirting with him, aren't you? Oh no, you're single. You can flirt with him.
Marco, he's basically fighting like a heavyweight cornflake, Lamana.
Careful, John. You'll come in here and get angry. Kalia is major. Oh boy, these guys. You shouldn't be flirting with Kalia, CJ. I thought you found your next ex-wife. Richard Torres is trash. Nah, chill.
Bruh.
Chill. He's not trash. Come on. He is.
Nobody who was an Olympian is trash, guys.
Thank
But
you.
I don't know how to tell you.
That's an absolute fact. If you can make the Olympic team, you're just by default not trash. Well, I mean, there's no. I can't even think of one Olympian. Even the ones that didn't live up to their potential as pros, they still weren't trash. They just didn't live up to their potential.
Yeah.
Ring is life. What up? This is Hoops, right? This Hoops. There's the other guy who's 50. He's like 15, but when he talks, this is what I was saying. Alberto, I thought you might be younger because when he talks, he sounds like he's like 25. This fucking kid. Ring is life. This is Hoops, right? I might go to the Wilder fight. I was just saying Delo. Oh boy. Richard Torres has a weird style. He's a southpaw. Yeah, this is me. Where you been at, man? Fucking kid disappears on me. Jarlalov knocked out Torres in the amateurs. Ooh. He looked horrible in his last fight. His arms are small. Yeah, so are mine.
Wait, he said he looked. I thought he did a good job against Guido, and that was like a step-up fight. I think dude's just hating Marco.
Maybe.
He didn't look that bad to me. He actually kind of dominated.
Guido was in there trying to survive. He was doing a Bone Crusher Smith type of thing where, trying to fight an ugly fight and then trying to survive so he could prolong his career. So I wouldn't put that on Torres.
True that. Okay, guys, we are taking calls. I know I just went live, so it takes like 20 or 30 minutes for people to fucking settle in. I noticed.
Yo, what's up, Marco?
What's crack-a-lackin'? Yo, you're not the dude, Bud. You're not the dude who called when you first came to the channel and said that you know Crawford and you know that he walks around at 185. Was that you?
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, that was you. That was another dude. Okay, that's what I thought. There was a dude who called in and was like, yo, I know him. I have his phone number. Like, what if I told you he walks around at 185? And the very next day, Bud posted that picture, stepped on the scale at like 185. I was like, damn, this kid wasn't fucking kidding.
Marco, that guy that you're talking about, he's never come in the chat, as far as I've seen, ever again since that.
Yeah, I know. I forgot wasn't his name something weird like that?
Stop motion MMA.
No, that's not him. His name was like 3 or 4 words, right? Same thing as
Yes, and it was something to that effect, like something like, I don't know, I don't know, I think it was Bud in 9. I think that's what his name was. Bud in 9 or something like that.
You got a crazy fucking memory, man. I've noticed that about you. You always remember shit. I had summer school and then summer school. What you mean? Summer didn't even start yet? Or it just started for you?
Hey,
how are you going to summer school? Ring, I forget your real name is. Wait, Jordan?
Hoops.
What's his real name? Do you remember?
Hoops.
That's what he told us his real name. It was Tyson or Jordan. I think it's Tyson. Tyson or Jordan's his real name. But you sound so fucking smart when you talk. How could you possibly have to go to summer school? I mean, that's a stupid thing to say because a lot of smart people just don't give a fuck about school. Tyson. There we go. I knew it.
I wanted to speak on some.
Go ahead.
On a Boots and Norman situation, because I just realized, I realized this yesterday. So Boots, okay, we know they offered Brian Norman 1.7, right?
I didn't know
we
that.
don't know that.
But go ahead.
Well, that was the offer. That's what they said. That's what Brian Norman said they offered him. But Boots team wanted the fight to be in Philly, right?
Uh-huh.
And Brian Norman said, okay, if you want it to be in Philly, we want $2 million. But if it's in a neutral place, then we'll take the 1.7, right?
Okay.
You remember that? Okay, so they didn't make the fight.
Right.
Because they didn't want to change the venue. But why did Boots fight Stanionis in Atlantic City outside of Philly? If you're willing to go outside of Philly, then you could have gave Norman the 1.7 and just changed the venue.
Bud, what?
Right?
Boots is at 154. Why are we discussing hypothetical?
I'll humor Bud. You want to know why, Bud? You want to know why?
Why?
Because Norman's a better fighter than Stanionis, because Stanionis is a shorter guy, a smaller guy. He has shorter arms, and he has a very accommodating style to Boots' style, and
I,
that's not Norman.
I mean, yeah, I understand that, but their reason was they didn't want to fight outside of Philly. But if they were willing to fight outside of Philly, why not just change the venue? And they could have fought for 1.7. He would have took it. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of like avoided Brian Norman right there by fighting outside of Philly, fighting Stanionis, because he could have fought Brian Norman outside of Philly. That's what
I
I'm
agree,
saying.
bud.
So
I agree
are
100%.
you insinuating that he ducked him? He didn't want to fight him? Is that it?
Yeah, yeah, I am, because that's like a clear duck. If they was willing to take 1.7 at a neutral venue, then you could have. If you was willing to go to a neutral venue for Stanionis, why didn't you do that for Brian
So
Norman?
so let's break this down a little further, differently. Okay,
Yeah,
so I get what you think, but let me ask you a question. Why do you think he's ducking him? Let's say he is. Why?
I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he's intimidated. I don't know why, but I just know that from he's avoiding that fight for some reason because, like I said, you could have fought Brian
He's
Norman
not
for
avoiding the fight.
he could have fought Brian Norman for 1.7 outside of Philly if he was willing to do it.
So
Also,
if you're Boots, you don't see a reason to maybe fight somebody else, not Norman. You don't think that's what's the word I'm looking for? Um, plausible or no reasonable. You don't think that's a reasonable decision to maybe want to fight somebody else?
well, no, he said he wanted to fight Brian Norman. They had their back and forth. That was the fight people wanted to see the most because they were the best two at 147. So that was that. But then again, when they asked him to, they agreed to fight after the Jan Sasaki fight. They was going to negotiate on the 20th. And then 3 days before the fight, all of a sudden he moving up, saying he can't make weight when you wanted to fight in September, October, November, meaning you can make weight. You know what I'm saying? And then you did plenty of interviews saying, "Oh, I can make weight. I have no problem making 147." People don't know what they talking about. They just talking on the net. That's what Boots said. And then all of a sudden, 3 days before his fight, now you can't make the weight. So
I remember that. And then the same thing with Virgil. He didn't want to fight Virgil.
yeah,
You know, I don't know. But we know that Boots is he's not scared. We know that he's an exciting. Maybe it's upsetting because we know he's so exciting to watch fight. We want to see him fight all the exciting
yeah.
fighters too.
I
Yeah,
just
I
feel
get that.
like he just be when it's they say people don't want to fight him and this and that, but when it's people that want to fight him, somehow the fight never happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna find out. I mean, I'm actually happy he went up to 54 because that's where the real wars, that's where the real static is gonna be at 54.
I agree, Marco, that 154 is probably a more challenging division. But you know what the thing is though is Eddie Hearn has to actually, like, I don't know, match him with an interesting fighter, not some guy that's on his that's in his stable that's a cheap fight to make. So I think
Hmm.
I
Well,
don't think we should get our hopes up.
we got
And
Turkey involved, so it's right.
and
Anybody could fight him at this point. Him, no.
remember when Eddie first said he was moving up, he was saying, "Yeah, Boots wants the Crawford fight, but we know that's not gonna happen."
Mm,
So by him saying that means you're willing to fight a champion at 154. So why not go after Murat Aliyev for a belt at 154 because he's available? But Boots fans and Boots, they never mention him. They make every excuse for him not to fight him or call him out.
right.
No
Right.
boot slander will be tolerant. Marco, I think this dude just
Hey, look,
Bud so much. He's
am I
trying to shit
tell?
on
But
Boots.
look, am I telling the truth?
Ooh,
I'm
is
telling the
that
truth.
true?
No, it's not true.
It
No, no,
is.
no. I'm asking Bud. Is that true? Are you just so much of a Bud supporter that you want to put him above his contemporaries?
No, I like Boots, but I want to see him prove himself. He avoided the best fighter at 147. So since Eddie want to bring up Crawford, which means he's willing to fight a champion when he first go up, like Bud did, why not go after the champion that's available?
Mm,
Murat Aliyev is available. They want to say, oh, he's fighting Lubin, he's fighting Josh Kelly, he's fighting this guy. None of those fights are scheduled on BoxRec. It's no yellow box saying his next opponent, so he's free. Why not go after him?
mm.
But They don't want that. Y'all don't see. Y'all don't want that Boots to fight him, man, because y'all know Boots gonna get stopped.
No, that's not true. That's a 50-50 fight.
That fight's never going to happen because I don't like. Do you really see Bud? Let's say he beats Canelo, right? You see him
Yeah.
going back down to 54?
I don't see Bud going back down.
Nah, if he stops Canelo, I would hope he has the fucking the common sense and the respect not only for himself but for boxing to just walk away and be. I mean, he walks away. You were slurping.
Who
What
is
is that?
slurping?
Is that slurping or is that fucking? I don't know what this sounds like. Somebody's walking through, stomping on ice cubes. I hope he has the respect for not only himself but for boxing to just walk away because he does that. He makes a solid argument for being one of the greatest ever.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucks Canelo and walks away.
Right, that's what I want him to do. I want him to retire after that win.
But I'm not so sure he's going to beat Canelo. I'm sure you are, though, right?
Yeah, I believe he's gonna do it. I believe it's gonna be the best performance we've seen from him.
Oh, Mark Catch thinks Bud's going to get knocked out. Damn.
Marco, dude couldn't even name one elite fighter on his resume when Canelo called him out. Mind you, Canelo's not even an English speaker.
That was actually pretty funny because Bud's was named like.
Dude said Tavon Burns. Or who did he say? Ricky Burns?
And he said Postal
too.
The
fuck out of here.
He said Ricky Burns because he was a multi-division champion. But look, it's elite fighters on Bud's resume.
But why didn't Bud say Errol? Why didn't he say Kell Brook? Why didn't he name those guys?
That's what I'm going to explain. He could have said Errol or Porter, but he probably didn't say it because you people discredit him for those wins. That's probably why he was like, you know what, let me not say them because y'all didn't even give him credit for that win.
Who discredits him?
They make every excuse for Errol Spence to that, he was weight drained. He was this, he was that. It wasn't the real Errol. It was a clone. It was the dude who walked him out. He was drugged. He was high. It was snack. It was the glove. They made every excuse for the win, other than Bud was the better fighter, So that's probably why he didn't say Spence.
Yo, Rob, that's funny. You know my opponent's name. That's my pro fight. It was Miguel Gutierrez, and Miguel has a box rec, but I'm not on it for some reason. Our fight is not on the fucking box rec. That showed but I got video of it. You probably know his name because I have a clip posted because my fight was on a national. Metro TV it was on the national television, so they had it professionally with both of our names. So that's probably how you know.
Do they got him? Do they got you listed in his wins?
No, I'm not listed, and he's not listed. No, I'm not listed because I only had one pro fight sanctioned. I had 5 total. 4 of them were smokers. They won't be listed. 1 was sanctioned, and on his wins, they don't have me at all because that fight they obviously didn't get any of them because they would have, they didn't get any of the fights on that card. Sent to them because mind you, this was before BoxRec. This was really in the infancy of the internet. It was in the year 2000. Now it's a lot easier to fucking keep track of shit. Everything digital. Then they'd have to literally mail over stuff. So,
but we know that Spence was elite. He was number 3 pound for pound on ESPN.
Oh, absolutely.
When Crawford fought him. So
I think Crawford. I would say Porter's elite. I would say Spence is elite. I would say Kell Brook's elite.
Yeah.
Who else am I missing here? Those 3 for sure. Who else?
Maybe that's
Gamboa was elite.
Gamboa was elite.
He was, that was his first loss. Yeah, Bud's the first one to beat him, so that's 4.
Yeah, he was a gold medalist.
That's probably it, right? But that's 4. That's a lot.
Those are elite fighters. So I don't think Canelo said that, but resumes is not what win fights. That's the same thing they said with Spence. Oh, you ain't fought nobody. Everybody kept saying that, and that's what's fueling Bud. That's why he gonna win this fight, man, because everybody doubting him, and he gonna show y'all that you gonna be the elite fighter now since you think I didn't fight no elites.
Yep. Appreciate you, Rob. It was a check hook. I hit him with the perfect. I was backing up. If you guys want me to play it, I will. I was manadoring them, right? So I'll have my hands up. I'm backing up.
Yeah, play it.
Backing up, waiting for him to rush at me. And the second he springs forward, I hit him with the check hook and I twist out of the way. So it's like I lift the red thing out of the I don't know where it is. Let me see. That was a great check hook. Is this it? Here. I mean, this is in shorts, but I'll play it. It's good enough.
Another thing too.
Well, let me play this real quick.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm waiting. See, I'm letting him come at me. See that?
Yeah.
Boop. And I spin off and
Hey, that was like Mayweather Hatton.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, like another thing with Boots is that they said they were calling out. They sent Virgil Ortiz an offer, but he wasn't ready for whatever time. But that's what Eddie Hearn is saying. But Bozy got an interview out saying we don't want Ortiz right now. We want him later down the line. We want to get our feet wet in the division, then fight Ortiz. So that's contradictive. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Bozy, I'll take his word over Eddie Hearn. So Eddie Hearn just be saying stuff that's not true.
Word.
I don't know who he gonna fight first.
But here's my read of the situation.
What's up, Herb? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Here's my read. So what Boots and his father want for him to do is they want to get as many easier, lesser opponents out of the way so that they can build a nest egg of money first before they start taking on this like heavy competition, these 50-50 fights. You know what I mean? Like they want to make sure that he gets situated with a bag before they start taking risks. It's the same way how Oscar does with his fighters. That's the reason why we had Zepeda taking like 3 fights since they had a fight lined up with him and Shakur. They're doing the same thing with Zerto. It's just they're just trying to get him his bread first, and then that's what they're expecting. Like I'm sure they want to fight Norman. They just want to do it at 154 later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Boots is like at 33, 34 fights now. It's time to step up. But I'm just wondering who he gonna fight first at 54.
I think he's gonna retire.
Who?
Personally. Boots. Oh, excuse me. I meant Bud. Yeah, you're talking about Boots.
Boots. I'm like, what the
I don't
hell?
know who the fuck. It should be Virgil, but that's
Yeah,
What's
they're
up
not
there, Armor Pilates? What's up, Jerry? Yeah, I don't know. But I forgot Wilder was even fighting until I saw they showed I guess it was the weigh-in or the stare down. I was like, good lord.
Yeah, Wilder one of my favorite fighters, but I don't know why this fight is on pay-per-view. It's $24.99.
Oh it's on BLK Prime, right?
Yeah, you gotta buy BLK Prime and the pay-per-view.
Let me just hold on. Let me just say real quick hello to Shane properly.
Tutti frutti. Tutti frutti.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
All right. What's up, Shane? What up? Getting a ride home in a loud ass car with merengue blasting right now. All right. Who gives a shit? Boots versus Benavidez. No.
Jose Benavidez.
Oh, I thought
Jose.
he meant David. I'm like, ugh.
Jose, he fought at 163 last though. I don't think he had 54.
Is he retired or is he still
Probably.
going? CJ gonna time me out again. I'm oppressed here in this channel. Well, stop saying ratchet shit. I don't remember what you said last time, but Zerto fought heaps. Zerto was weird. Why was he like? I saw him you guys saw him today in the press conference.
Yeah.
Is he like? No, I'm not trying to be but maybe he's autistic a little or no?
He was weird. He definitely was weird up there. I watched that press conference. I want.
It was weird, right? I mean, I was like, is it the language barrier or?
He a weird dude, like
apparently.
But I'm looking forward to Schofield and Farmer.
I'm telling you, I think Schofield is going to wax that ass like a car wash.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I got Schofield though, but he got kind of intimidated up there in the face-off.
Look, just because somebody's not getting all super aggressive and macho and banging on his chest doesn't mean they're intimidated. Because you do this enough, you know that none of that means shit.
Yeah,
it means nothing. So
he might not be mean enough, man. For the
sport. How old are you, bud? I think you're young.
I'm 43.
Oh, okay, you're not. Do you remember when Riddick Bowe snuffed Larry Donnell?
Yeah.
Now that did something. So sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because he took his heart
for real.
Yeah, he took his heart with that one. But so every now and then it does do something, but for the most part, that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Big up to my man C Jisms. No one could articulate how Bud stops Canelo was capping, though. Talking about you. Only personal attacks. See him on other panels. He goes with what's factual. Oh, so he's supporting you. All right, bet.
Yeah.
They just said you're capping, but they're not.
Appreciate it.
But they're not. You got Tarver. You mean Farmer? Why are you saying? Don't talk about Tarver. Don't mention the name Tarver in this room because it triggers me.
Y'all must have forgot.
When you gonna learn to stop picking against slick boxers? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Farmer, he might. I don't know. I don't think he gonna win, but
The dude has Tourette's, and he just randomly drops his hands and stands there to take punches. Like, you think that's gonna fare well against somebody who hits as hard as Schofield?
Yeah,
And look, he might not do it, but shit.
He got hurt. Didn't he hurt his arm in the last?
No, he had Tourette's. It was a weird Tourette's thing. Afterwards, that's when he finally told everybody he had Tourette's, and that made sense because I'm like, what is he doing? He would just sit there and take punches and not move and not put his hands up. It was fucking weird, almost like he was a suspended animation.
Oh, so that's why he did that?
I believe so. What other explanation? Because that's when he admitted he had Tourette's after that fight. So, in my opinion, that's his way of saying that's why I came off a little weird.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he gonna definitely get stopped fighting like that.
Oh, where'd you go? Yayin, why are you so damn quiet? Yeah, he hits hard. What are you, nuts?
Hey, I would like to see Shakur and Schofield on a Canelo Crawford undercard.
Hell yeah. And Rob the Barbarian, there's another reason why you're a very prized member of this community.
Y'all must have forgot.
Matter of fact,
Okay, what were we saying, my bad?
I was saying I'd like to see Schofield versus Shakur on Canelo Crawford.
Okay. And Rob, you've just been anointed. I gave you the ranch. Yayin, talk, man. What the fuck? CJ, jump in. This is a statement fight for Austin after the debacle in Saudi.
Yeah,
I agree.
He gotta put on the show.
I agree. Got an emergency call. All right. Do your thing. Any excuses tonight? That's rude, Mark. Mark, that's fucking rude.
Mark,
Get the
who you
fuck
got,
out
Jake
of here!
Paul or Chavez?
Chavez.
Yeah.
Unless we see the Chavez that fought Anderson Silva and doesn't throw punches. But if we see the one who's trying, Chavez, easy too. He might even stop Jake. If Chavez, I know he's almost 40, he's a little past his prime, but if he actually buckles down, has determination and focus, I think he can stop Jake.
He looked horrible in training. Like he looked like
and let's not forget, he's fighting 25 pounds away from what a good weight for him was as a pro. And maybe even more. Like, he was 160 to 175 as a pro. But he's
so he cruiserweight right now, right?
I'm assuming they're fighting at 200.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm eating the next ex-wife's home cooking. Might hop on later. Why don't you hop on so we can say hello to her? Unk Spicy, hear my voice. Huh? What? Clown. These kids. These goofy little kids. I took steroids, so probably why I have been acting up. Okay. Great.
I'm in place. I'll be seeing him in the comments.
You see him in other rooms or just here?
In the comment section.
In other rooms or just on other channels or just mine?
Other channels.
Armor Plates. Yeah, that's a weird name, but he's cool. He's cool. He sometimes comes out of his face, says some goofy shit, but for the most part, he's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't what other fights are on that Wilder card? Anything of note?
I've seen him. I don't remember. I don't think it's nothing big. I can't believe that's pay-per-view though. Like I don't think I'm gonna buy that. And I'm a huge Wilder fan, but that should be free, just with the app.
I know. People are trying. This is the problem now. They're trying to compete financially with like Turkey, and they can't. And the only way to compete with financially, because they can't go on Netflix, they're not going to get a deal. They got to just charge. BLK Prime has to just charge. That's no other way. Are they going to make money? Because obviously, if they had a big network or like Amazon or a big platform sign them, they'd be good.
Yeah,
but they don't.
Yeah.
Too bad no one can pull and a flaw against Goat Marciano, unlike your Marco, your what? I don't know. That seems disrespectful to Roy, though. Your autocorrect fucked it up, but you still triggered one of these.
Y'all must have forgot.
Schofield, okay. E-Rocks, I think Schofield's gonna dominate. I think Schofield might even knock him out. What you think about that? I'm going Schofield for the stoppage. Wilder needs to replace his head coach.
He was training with the older guy. I forgot what's the guy name that he trained with. Not Malik Scott, but
Mark Breland, the one that we fired.
No, not Mark Breland. It's another. He got another coach. I forgot. He known. I forgot his name though, but that's who he was practicing with. I haven't seen Malik Scott at all.
Yeah, I mean Malik Scott, Mark Breland was the best. I agree with you, Starline. But that's never going to be mended. The way he fucking ended it was terrible. Vlogs, you're tripping again. How about a small 50? Oh, what's up, Vlogs? Why don't you bet against Schofield, punk? You wild. You wild, and Zepeda couldn't even drop him. Zepeda doesn't hit hard, MPO. Zepeda gets his knockouts from accumulation. Schofield has one punch power. And Zepeda's punches, you see them coming. Schofield has also that element of surprise. The ones you don't see are the ones that drop you. Speaking of Roy, what is this shit? He's fighting Andrew Tate.
It's another fight too on that Jake Paul card. The dude with the braids with the I think dreads. I want to see his fight too. I forgot his name. Aurelio something.
Man, I don't want to see Roy fight Andrew Tate because Roy is just done. And if he loses to this guy, I don't care that he's old and he's done. It's just no more. Please don't. Matter of fact, if that fight signs, I will personally text Roy and beg him not to do that.
Didn't Andrew Tate admit to taking steroids?
I don't know. I don't know much about him. I mean, he's not even a boxer. I think he did kickboxing or something.
Yeah.
He's not an actual fighter. Guys, we are taking calls. If you want to jump in, come on, Roy. Don't give us. Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want to see Roy get stopped again, man.
Tank is overrated. Devin is also overrated. You could be right. Ryan, you could be right about all those. They have yet to prove themselves at the highest level. That cokehead Julio Cesar Chavez loses to Jake Paul. Damn, Kobe.
What you think about this Devin and Norman fight?
Marco is Andrew Tate. That's fucking rude. I don't know, 50-50. I could see both men winning.
Yeah.
But I like it because Norman will bring the ruckus like Wu-Tang. So we'll see. It'll be exciting, hopefully.
Devin gonna have to put his best foot forward for this fight.
Should there be an age limit? No, because every now and then you get these unicorn rare breeds that, like Hopkins or whatever, who perform excellent, at a high level and at an older age. Andrew Tate was a mid-tier kickboxing champion. Yep, that's exactly what I thought.
I think 48 should be the age limit for boxing.
Nah, what you mean? Hopkins won it at 49, I believe.
49?
Yeah, I believe it was 49. Maybe even 50. I think it was 49. Might have been 50, though. Tank overrated, 50-50 if he doesn't do it. Muhammad Ali, the child lover? What? See?
Yeah, that was weird.
Floyd beat the most champs. Yeah, he did. It was 24, I believe. Former champions.
So when are they gonna announce the Tank fight? Because if it's August 16th, it's
the Tank fight?
Yeah, the Tank and Lamar Roach.
Did you see my interview with Coach Kenny?
No.
I did an interview with Coach Kenny maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and he said that the fight's definitely happening, and he doesn't know why it's not announced. So, or he said,
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're waiting for, but that's what it is. That's what it is. See, this is why I hate when fucking Nest goes live. I get way less viewership, but that's what it is. Armor settled down, son. Oh shit, you got sunned by an Australian. That's dope. Settle down, son.
Holly Holmes is 15-0-1 with 13 knockouts.
I don't know. I don't watch.
That's
MMA.
what her record said. That's good. 15-0 with 13 knockouts with 1 draw.
Yeah, man, I don't watch MMA. I got no
No,
idea.
that's in boxing. Her boxing record.
Oh, word?
Yeah, that's her boxing record. And she on this card, like, that's an incredible record to have for a female.
True. See, Jism. Yeah, man. I mean, Layla Ali she was 24-0, I believe. Was it all knockouts?
With
No, I don't think it was.
22, 23 knockouts.
Wow.
Almost all knockouts, yeah.
But were they? I never were like, I know she beat one of the goats in Christy Martin, but Christy Martin was also old and way smaller. So like, did she face, because when Layla was fighting, the competition was still sparse, I believe.
Yeah, she didn't fight that many good fighters. She definitely didn't fight Ann Wolf.
There shouldn't be an age limit. I agree. It should all be. It should all be kind of subject to that specific person's, path.
Yeah.
I agree with that. She was celebrated pro boxer before she was okay.
So the Jake Paul card, it's pretty good though. I think it's decent. It's a lot of fights on there.
My neighbor wanted to ask you, what's your neighbor's name? Who wins Pacquiao versus Triple G? Oh shit, we got armor plates. What's up, armor plates? Keep your eye on the road. Triple.
How was it daylight where you at? You in Cali?
I don't know where he's at. He's muted though. Maybe he didn't mean to do that. My neighbor wanted to ask you who wins Pacquiao versus Triple G. Pacquiao versus Triple G. What you mean? They are very, very different weight classes. Hey Marco, do you think Donald Curry was overrated or underrated? I think he was rated where he should be rated. One of the hardest punchers, but took some L's. I just did a video on him when who knocked him out? What was the guy's name? Was that McCallum? Yeah, I think it was McCallum who knocked him out. Triple G was way bigger, way bigger. What's up, Sebastian? Trip G is a giant to Manny. Absolutely. That would never work.
Very far away.
Pacquiao versus Tyson is more fair comparison. Salute Marco and Big K. What up, Legacy? Was crack-a-lacking. Guys, we are taking calls. Armor plates, I don't know if you want to talk, but anytime. Be my guest. What's up? What do you say?
It don't sound like he far.
I don't know what he just said, but something you. What do you think Krasiuk left? Who's Krasiuk?
Is that Usyk and the block coming up pretty soon too, right?
I don't know. Who the hell's Krasiuk?
I don't know.
Krasiuk? Who is that? Did you do a video on Weaver's epic KO of Big John? I did not.
He said Usyk's promoter.
Oh. Is that the dude who always translates for him? Ooh, Weaver, Big John Tate. I might do that. Weaver, let me see this one. Weaver versus John Tate. Let's check it out. Let's see. Hopefully I won't get we can watch it together. I won't get flagged doing it, but I don't think I've ever seen this fight. It's not coming up. Let me see. Weaver versus John Tate. Highlights. Okay, let's see this fight here. Let's peep it. Let's peep it together right quick. I won't watch the whole thing, but some of it. All right, here we go. Oh, there's no. Ooh. What, you hear the punches landing?
Actually heard it.
Oof. I might do this one. Let's see how it ends. Jesus, these guys are just fucking clubbing each other like seals. Like, just pounding on them. Jesus. This is heavyweight action from the 80s, people.
That's how Bud was punching Earl.
No, what happened? No, why did it freeze? Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Oh! Nasty.
Damn.
He's out.
He's
He's sleeping.
He's sleep.
Yeah, you know what, Mo? I appreciate you. I am definitely doing this one. I'm going to download it right now. That was nasty.
Damn. He rocks him.
That was filthy.
You can't do Floyd shorts?
What you mean? Why not?
No, I'm just asking because I haven't seen you do none.
Oh, no, I've done shit. One of the dopest, I did him versus Gotti, him versus Corrales.
Oh, that's what I would have said. The guy you went to. I need.
Oh yeah, him. I call that beautiful violence. That's one of the most vicious ass whoopings, all jokes aside, I've ever seen.
I'm gonna look that up on your page tonight. There.
Yeah, no, it's there. It's there. Anybody who wants to jump in, does it bug you when people give you? No, I'm glad you did. I've probably made. I can tell you right now how many videos I've made. How many videos do you guys think I've made total of the shorts? If you could just guess, I'll be able to tell you right now. But what do you guys think? How many?
35, 40.
No, way more. Way more. Wow, 455.
Damn, I was way off.
Although, no, some of those I would make two versions of because I used to have to do like YouTube would be a minute but I could do a minute and a half. So I would say 455, maybe like 300, 350 I probably made because a lot of those are doubles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you didn't just say that before I said it, did you? Did you just say that before I said it? We got a crystal ball up your ass? Nah, chill.
Somebody
What's
said
up, Mamoon?
Schofield by KO.
Yeah, Mamoon. Are you gonna fucking bid on him? Well, you can't. You're too young. There they go. I'll even pull it out. That sounded fucking foul, but you know what I mean. Here we go. Grant. These are from 1998. Brand new. Or not brand new, just never used. You can see in there. See, this is all like old, but super soft. You can see this is how you know they've never been used. When you look at the tag, the inside is totally white. Those of you who box know that when these are used, this thing gets all fucked up and stinky and yellow. 8-ounce Pro Fight gloves from 1998. One of Grant's first ever releases.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, Yayan. That's crazy. I asked him how many videos they think that I made, and this one guy guessed it exactly. 455. That's what he said.
Yeah, that was a good guess.
That's creepy. That's creepy. I came across a lot of gyms like that on Mike Weaver's KO. A lot of gems, excuse me. You might say gems, right? Because you wrote gyms. Hey, Mo, anytime you have a suggestion, you could email me here or hit me on DM. I appreciate it. Just got paid, busting my ass. Oh, word? All right, bid. Just all it takes is 10 bones. Oh, Alberto's back. Here, guys, hold it down for me for 1 second. Alberto, you could start talking. I'll be back literally in like 10 seconds.
What's up, Alberto?
What's up, bud?
Man, we might as well cook on Canelo versus Bud, man. Oscar De La Hoya hating on that fight like it ain't nothing, man. He's just so concerned with it too.
Yeah.
I just like if you don't like the fight, why do you care what time it's gonna be and all that stuff, and how it's promoted and everything?
Word.
Yeah,
I'm back. That was ancient Japanese wisdom from Yayin. The fuck is that noise? Fuck is that?
that's Alberto.
Is he pissing again?
I hope not.
Was that piss? That was piss, wasn't it? That was piss again. That's the second time we caught him pissing. So he slurps, so we hear him drinking all the soda, and then we get to hear him pissing it out. Yo, if he would have farted, that would have been like, you ever see Naked Gun? You remember when he mic'd himself?
Marco, radio. I was not pissing. I was crossing through like a noisy area.
Okay. MPO said a shower. Yeah, golden yellow shower, MPO. Alberto loser. Oh, shit. Do a short on how Emmanuel Augustus got robbed when he fought Courtney Burton. Okay, so I appreciate all suggestions. So even if I'm not familiar with that fight. Was it exciting? Because I can't do a short unless there's exciting action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got a weak bladder. Well, he drinks a lot. What do you expect? Canelo Beast Bud. Yeah, Mamoon, you want to enter the raffle? Do it, my brother. Jersey Bizob.
Canelo.
What's up, Marco?
What up, Robert? Do people call you Bob, or do they call you Rob, or what? What do most people actually? What do they call you?
Depends. So, only a couple people call me Robert. One of my good friends call me Rob, but most people call me Bob.
What do you like? What's your favorite?
Most people just call me Bob, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, most people just call me Bob.
How about Bobby? Nah, you don't fuck with Bobby, right?
Yeah. Nah, my mom called me Bobby. That's what it started as.
Bobby.
Marco,
what's up?
You stay like by NY, right? Have you ever been to like Caldwell, where The Sopranos was filmed at?
Sopranos was actually not filmed in Caldwell. It was filmed in Nutley, New Jersey. And funny enough, remember I told you guys, those of you old enough, remember Bobby Ches? Recently I went to a fundraiser for him because he has cancer, and it was in Nutley. I'd never been there before. This shit was mad Italian. You know Nutley, right, Bob?
Nah, that's North Jersey.
Whatever it is, shit was mad.
Yeah, I know it,
Ginzos.
but
Mad Ginzos. Just
wasn't that
dripping all over.
where Cornflake was from?
No, I don't believe he's
no, Cornflake's from Atlantic City.
Yeah, no, he's south. But see, like, right, Bob? Aren't Southern Jersey dudes and Northern Jersey dudes kind of? It's different, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of
totally
like
different.
California. There's like different personalities, right?
Yes,
I think you
totally
guys are a little
different.
more. Southern guys are a little more sophisticated, I would say.
Marco,
what's up?
That was rude.
Nah, I'm complimenting Bob. He's from the South Jersey.
I don't know if you saw the NBA draft. Man, we hit New Jersey had like 3 guys drafted.
Nah. Wait, you mean the Nets? You mean the Brooklyn Nets?
No, 3 guys from New Jersey got drafted.
From Jersey.
Yeah.
Were you pissed when the team left Jersey? So now you have no team?
That's for my team, but I understood because they weren't getting the support.
Word. Mamoon, these gloves, I'm gonna guess so a brand new pair from right now goes for about a G. These, I'm gonna say between 3 to 5 G's. I could probably sell them for on eBay. I'm gonna guess.
Really, Marco?
Yeah.
I just want to say somebody from my city got drafted too. So shout out to us.
Who's the most famous person out of South Bend ever?
Mante Teo.
No, he up there, but you know the dude off you never seen Breaking Bad, but it's a dude on Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I saw Breaking Bad. You guys to watch it. Which
Hank
one?
Schrader. He from here.
Oh, the bald dude, Hank?
Yeah. And then we got a couple basketball players. We got Jaden Ivey and then Blake Wesley.
Yeah. North Jersey more so NY than. Yup, exactly. I agree. Yeah, like you guys don't have the typical Jersey accents in the. Oh wait, no, the South doesn't have the typical Jersey accents as the North, right? I don't fucking whatever.
Marco.
Nah, North views got like New York accents.
Yes, right, and you
Maybe.
don't. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Alberto?
Are you gonna cover the? I think Billy's fighting on Friday too, so it's like double. We got
Tomorrow.
two. Yeah, yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, I got the court date tomorrow morning with my son, and then I'm good after that.
Vivica A. Fox from here too.
You got lawyer, Margot?
No, but we're gonna get one if they don't. We're gonna get one if we need to. Yeah, if they try and like pursue. Yeah, we are. I finally talked to one. I'm like, fuck it. Like, it's like it's not that expensive for something like this, so it's worth it. But if it was mad expensive, we would have been fucked. North Jersey more so than okay.
Hey, what about the Dillian White and Moses Otama fight, man?
Is that official?
Yeah, it's official.
I don't think Dillian White could beat anybody young and explosive.
Nah, he gonna get knocked out.
That's what I'm saying. I think those days are behind him.
Yeah.
See, who's the other old English heavyweight passed that fight up? Chisora passed it up, and then Dillian White took it.
Those motherfuckers, like those. It's funny you say that, Bob. I always confuse the two of them. They're both old. They take a lot of punches. They're British, and they kind of have similar bodies, like kind of like a little, almost fat, but not really.
Yeah. That's a good step up fight for him.
Oh, he played you out, Giant. He said Vivica's from Indianapolis, not South Bend. Played you.
Hey Marco, what's up with like Dillian White and
these dudes are
Chisora?
clowns. Sorry to cut you off. These dudes are clowns. Yeah, them too.
Nah, man, they y'all can't. Bud is moving up 3 weight classes pretty much. They ain't the same size.
Nah, not even close.
Mike Coppinger tried to say that too. Like, don't try to.
Did you guys see when Bud yoked up Mike Coppinger?
No,
he wasn't having it.
And Mike looked pissed too. Like he looked not pissed, but like scared. I wonder why he did that.
I don't know. He be talking crazy though.
Mike, you saw when Shakur shit on him? That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was fucking fun. I hit Shakur up and I was like, "Yo, I love the way you did that." He like responded back with like a laughing face. I was like, "Yo, that
was good."
Fucking fun." Because maybe I'm just jealous because like there's only room for one bald white guy that knows boxing, and that's me. Get the fuck out of here.
Mike Coppinger, he real biased. I don't like him.
Is he?
Yeah, he real biased.
Not even that, but I feel like Mike Coppinger is just really bland. Like he don't really add any pizzazz.
All jokes aside, he always looks like he's trying to push out a dump. He's like,
yeah, he do. I hate the way he looks.
It's mad awkward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him. And good. I'm also not. I don't like him. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like maybe I just feel like I would do such a better job. So I'm just competitive.
Yeah. Marco, I'll say it for you, Marco. Mike Coppinger sucks shit, and you do a way better job than him. He fucking sucks.
Your interviews are better than his, man.
You guys are the best. I appreciate you. And mind you, my interviews are off the top of the dome. I'm like Jay-Z in the booth.
Zero preparation.
Zero, and I don't need it. But if I did prepare, I feel like it'll be even better.
Yeah,
because what I'm saying. If they're like, you're doing Shakur tomorrow, I'll be like, okay, well, let me.
It might be forced though, Marco. I like how you like free ball. Like pause. I like how you just like freestyle.
Whoa! You like it when I free ball?
Tutti frutti. Tutti frutti.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I know Mike Coppinger be writing that down, and it still don't be on nothing. He don't ask what we want to know. He go with whatever narrative they're trying to push. That's what.
All jokes aside, wow, this right here is super racist.
Oh, that's racist.
It's probably accurate, by the way.
Yeah, he's probably right.
He's right, but it's If I was to prepare, it wouldn't be forced. Wouldn't be at all. Like
Jews do run the entertainment industry.
Yeah, Jews run a lot of shit. I wouldn't sit there and read it like, so what fight did you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pause is correct. That is hit the pause button.
He made. On it. What's going to happen with still haven't heard anything with Top Rank. When ESPN goes away, what's Top Rank doing?
They trying to create their own network.
Let me see this.
I seen that, but they said they're gonna try to make their own app.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this minute highlight. I'm gonna play this real quick. Let's see if this will be a potential video for the kid. The kid is me. All right, well, tell me what you guys think. Let me turn the music off because it might be copywritten. All right, they're going at it. Oh, I remember that one where he starts dancing on them.
That looked like you dancing the reggae, Marco.
I know. Just because of his dancing, it might make a good video.
Yeah, I like Augustus.
Ooh. Ooh.
Was that a low blow?
I can't tell. I don't think so.
No, that was a body punch.
Ooh. He hurt him too. Yo. This goes to decision, I guess. I did a couple videos of Emmanuel and I used a couple clips from this fight, but I never do the whole fight itself. Oof. Okay. You know what? I might do that one. I might do that one too. Appreciate the bounce pass. Appreciate the bounce pass. Let me put it in here. All right, bet. Thank you. All right, let's get back to the ranch. Who's
See, it makes me sad that ESPN is getting out of boxing because what we just saw, that was an ESPN show. I remember being a fucking 13-year-old kid watching Emmanuel Augustus on Friday Night Fights and shit. What a shame.
That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, Top Rank, they cool, but I don't think they got enough to sustain their own network.
Maybe.
Marco, we can't see you.
You see me now?
Yeah, okay. Your box is small. Now you're bigger.
Yeah, I got it bigger. Bud, where are you from again?
Chicago.
Right. Okay. Shot-town. Right. I talked to you about the dude who does the bodega videos.
I mean, if Top Rank's trying to have their own network, I mean, you would have to have fights on at least 3 times a month.
Yeah.
Can they do that?
I believe it's super expensive to have your own network. That's why only people like Oprah can fucking do it.
It's a fight gonna be in Chicago too soon. I forgot which one it is.
Yeah, the Golden Boy, bud. It's gonna be the Oscar Duarte against Sims Jr.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Yep.
Duarte.
Marco,
And
they
just
said,
asking. I was just gonna ask the panel because I've not watched much of Kenneth Sims or Duarte. What do you guys think of that fight? Do you think it's going to be an exciting fight?
50-50.
I do. It's kind of like they got it on Sims. It's first of all, it's his home. He got home court, but it's like he the B side pretty much how they promoting it. So he got a lot to fight for in that fight. You know, he's back against the wall. But I think Duarte gonna win that fight.
I'm not familiar with either of them too. I mean, I'm familiar, but not well versed.
Marco, we saw the Duarte fight. We were on the stream, and you were like, "Yeah, this dude's super exciting. Like he's a big boy."
Who was he fighting?
Some Mexican cat. He's like a 140 pounder, but he's huge for 140.
You saw Duarte get knocked out by Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
No, but he fought again. That. He fought again like 2 or 3 months ago, and he did good.
He knocked out a guy that went the distance with Ishar.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Margaret, you've seen Kenneth Sims. You probably didn't know who he was. He's been fighting. I don't even know.
He cool.
I know he gets hit a lot. Like he like swells up. Like he gets cut.
Special.
He's like a decent fighter, but he gets hit. And every fight it seems like his eyes are swelling and he's like cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I think Duarte got some power, probably knock him out.
What's worse, Celtic Shaq or Kambosos? You know I'm never going to say anything negative about my man Shaq. I don't care if he played in the WNBA. He's still better.
Marco, did you have Shaqs growing up?
No. I mean, yes. No, I didn't. Koki, what up? And
you talking about the Reeboks or his brand?
No, the Shaqs at Walmart.
Nah. I didn't have the Reeboks either.
Payless.
His pumps though, his version pumps were dope.
Brothers
lose once and they want to forget about a fighter completely. I don't know
The
what he's
jacks
talking
with the Reebok ones with the it looked like a spiral or whatever. Those were the raw ones.
about. MPO, I don't remember Ryan doing the Victorville shell until Haney. I don't remember him doing it.
I call it the silly shit.
No, that was the first time he was doing it though.
He
Versus
did it
Dirt's
against
one.
Against Duarte?
Duarte.
Yep.
Yeah, because Duarte could crack Marco. So Mempo's right.
Okay.
He was doing the silly shell in that fight.
That's the Victorville shell, because it sure ain't a Philly shell. That's a Victorville shell. But whatever. Rob, older Tyson versus older Tony. Ooh.
I'm gonna go
Fuck.
Tyson.
I think James would frustrate. Or don't forget, older Mike would just fucking quit. Like, he just didn't want to fight some. I think Tony would frustrate him, because I don't think Mike could hurt him.
Older Tony had more heart and a better chin.
Yup. And older Tyson had less everything.
I'll say Tyson because I never watched the Tony fight.
You should, Alberto. You should, bro. You never see my videos? I've had mad videos that get a million plus views with Tony in them. I'm sure you've seen them.
Yeah, I've seen your
I know
videos,
you
but I've
did.
never seen a full fight. I mean,
I know you did Roy versus Tony, right?
I didn't actually. I didn't do the whole thing. No, I was at that fight too. Little known fact, live in Vegas.
That
with
fight
my man Shane. Well, with his brother, bro.
I've been missing some stuff, Mark. My bad, Mark. But did Wesley Wilder fire his trainer?
That's what they're saying. Or he left. I don't know which one it is. Bro, Devin was helpless against the taco shell. Shit was comedy. But that's mad racist. Taco shell. I thought everyone was calling it the taco shell online.
I call it the silly shell.
I call it the Victorville shell because, the Philly is named from Philly. Well, he's from Victorville.
what about the Mexican shell?
Nah, he's from Vic. That's disrespecting Mexicans.
I called it the California roll.
That's not a bad one. Even I got to go Tony on that one, yeah. It was the gay shell. I watch one classic fight a day. Today was Mayweather versus Hatton. That's a classic? I guess it kind of is. It's a fucking ass whooping. There it is again.
What about Floyd?
That sounds like rain because it's where I'm at. It's raining too, so maybe that's what that is.
What about Floyd versus Jerry Cooper? His third fight.
Floyd versus who?
Jerry Cooper.
Who the hell's Jerry Cooper?
That was like his third fight. He beat dude so bad. He was like, I don't know. He was in the corner like, I don't know where I'm at. I'm at.
Sugar Ray Leonard. I've done a bunch of his fights. He was so spectacular. Like, I could do almost all his early fights and he'll get mad views because he was just so amazing to watch. It's raining men. Oh, I should put that one, CJ, as a soundbite. It's raining men. That'd be fucking funny.
When would you use that one?
Had a mullet. Floyd hit him with
What's
every
up?
punch he threw.
When would you use this raining men soundbite? Pause.
When people say they want to free ball it, for example. Things like that.
Hey, speaking of Tony, Marco, what's the context of that clip you posted of you helping Tony stretch out or whatever?
Wait, say it again.
You posted a video of James Toney. You were like adjusting his back or some shit. What's the story behind that?
Are you guys familiar with a famous chiropractor online named Bo Hightower? He did Roy Jones. He's on Holyfield. You guys familiar with him?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Anyway, we were recording for his content, and I was just helping out doing that. And he did me, he did Jeremy Williams, he did James. Yeah. It's pretty dope. Watch Floyd.
So he only do boxers?
No. He does everybody. He did Island Boys. He's done everybody. He's a kind of good-looking dude. Has a beard.
The white guy?
Yes. Well, he's actually half Mexican, believe it or not, but he looks white.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him before.
Yeah, he's real popular. He's a huge boxing fan too.
He's Raza.
Did y'all see the Charleston White versus the Island Boy fight?
Nah, I ain't watching that shit.
that was a funny fight, man.
Yes, Clarissa, that's who. He uses like a huge hammer. Yep, that's him. Yeah, so we were on his show. And you know, obviously he didn't release mine because I'm not that big at the time, especially I didn't have a lot of followers, but so I was helped. So the other side of that video, I'm holding James's legs, and he grabbed his neck and did one of these things where he pulls his head, but you didn't see him because of the shot. Word.
He from New York?
No, New Mexico. Nope, New Mexico. I'm cool with him. Like we talk boxing a lot. He's a big boxing fan. Good dude too.
Look, but also, I wanted to point out how everybody was talking about they don't like Canelo and Bud having dinner or whatever, right? When Ali and Joe Frazier had celebrated their birthday together, 10 days
That?
before the
Was
fight.
that after they? That was after they fought though.
Yeah, but it was 10 days before their second fight. So that's a whole celebration. They both of their names was on the cake and everything. 10 days before their second fight. So you know it's not uncommon.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
get
like
it.
it
I
never
mean,
happened.
I don't really care. Like that's Oscar was saying that. I mean, do we really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do we really?
And social media, people in the comments.
Right.
I'm gonna be mean and say people who are bitching about that were just fucking like lowbrow haters because
Exactly.
like bro, go look at all the press conferences from like the 70s and 80s, like the Four Kings. Go look at the press conference of Duran and Hagler. They were in like pinstripe suits and like iced out. They were so fucking classy. They were big up in each other. They had like banquets and luncheons. Like it's only now that fighters are expected to be fucking ghetto and say call their opponent's mother a bitch and all this other crazy ass shit. Like what happened to boxing being a classy gentleman sport? I wish we could go back to that.
True.
People just want to. They seem to want to just hate on that fight. Just to be, it's a lot of Crawford haters, really.
True.
So it's like,
True.
it's expected.
How many people on here do you guys really watch these press conferences? I don't really watch them because it's like seems like a big waste of time just for me, man.
I
It's
watch
so
it.
boring. These guys getting each other's face. I really don't watch it.
You don't watch him?
I think
I
it's
don't watch
good
the
because
press conferences.
you get like the fighter's mindset. You can see who's locked in.
And when they go at it on stage too, I like to see that, man. I like to hear it. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't like the friendly. I don't like the friendly stuff when they shake hands after the face off. I don't like that.
Nah?
Nah,
Why not?
I like when they're aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
I
mean,
like
look,
animosity.
it does sell a fight a little bit, but I feel like you don't have to. Like I said before, all that press conference shit, all that face off, all that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, because you forget about it once you're in the ring.
Yeah, and I've seen so many, like I was saying before, I've seen so many dudes, who look like they got herbed or whatever in the face off, knock a guy right out and not be scared at all.
Yeah.
Man, James Tony out talk Roy Jones. Man, I put money on James Tony. I'm like, he gonna knock Jones out.
Yep.
And Roy Jones took care of him easy.
Yep.
That was the best Roy Jones, man.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
see, my perspective is this. Take a look at Leonard and Duran. Now, in the public eye, they're shaking hands, they're having these nice press conferences in their nice little expensive suits. They did like a what is it? They did a 7-Up commercial. They're all hugging each other, laughing, buddy. But then the week of the fight, Duran ran into Leonard, walking down the street somewhere in Times Square, and he called him a fucking faggot. He said he's gonna knock his bitch ass out, and then he's gonna go home and fuck his wife up the ass.
Ooh.
He did all this crazy ass shit.
It was wild.
Exactly. And then look how they ended up in the ring. Like, that's what matters to me. Like, those motherfuckers went life and death. And so all that other buddy shit and, smiling for the cameras, to me, that's just all business. Like, that's what breathes life into the sport, not all this fucking ghetto shit,
Sometimes it carries over into the fight. Sometimes it don't. But it's all entertainment. I like to see the press conferences, though, personally.
I'm with you.
And the face-off.
Well, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. I gotta get up mad early for the stupid fucking court thing. So, but I will be back tomorrow afternoon. And there's a fight. The Wilder's fighting tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, he fights tomorrow.
yeah, I'll probably go live for that. So we can
And
all
then Billy's fighting for this 168 title,
on
supposedly.
the same card.
What title is he getting though? A secondary title?
Interim WBC.
On the same card?
Oh, okay.
No, different card. One's on ESPN, the other one's on Black
All
Prime.
right, we go watch both of them. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll get down.
All right,
people.
Marco.
Good
Peace
night.
out, man.
Appreciate you guys
All
as
right,
usual.
Yep.
Peace.
All right,
All right.
y'all.